Welcome back. It's time for another little Star Trek product review. This is going to be part 1 of Star Trek, the original series 365 book review, which is a wonderful book written by Paula Black. Introduction by DC Fontana. It's one of the older books, but it's definitely one of the recommended books. I'm going to split this into 3 parts. In this video, I'm going to show you the first season, which is basically the first third of the book. Paula and blog with Terry something. Visual celebration of Star Trek, the original series, including a guide to the 79 episodes. Not sure if you can see it, but all the pages have clear, colorful marks on them, so you can easily find the correct episode you want. It starts with a foreword by DC Fontana. I'm going to very quickly go through it. The first chapter is basically about the origins of Star Trek, and as you can see, always on the left side you can see some text, on the right side you can see some usually pretty rare behind the scenes pictures. It's really interesting to see the stuff from the cage in widescreen. Aspect ratio, Vina, more promotional pictures of Vina. This is the sword from the cage. Now, where no man has gone before, Gary Mitchell, Kirk with the phaser rifle, the famous chess scene, the wonderful matte painting, more promotional pictures from the second pilot. I don't think we have seen them before. A wonderful picture of the Enterprise, an article about the building of the model and designing, filming some stock shots, Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, Dr. McCoy, Scotty and Uhura, Chekhov and Sulu, a detailed view of the tricorder and phaser, the communicator. From time to time you can see also things like these 2 memos. It's a quite a funny conversation between the producers, Bob Justman and Gene Roddenberry. So they basically didn't want to pay for the haircuts of the actors. I mean, their budget had to be really, really low. $5 a haircut. Now if you imagine that this time millions are spent on every episode. The Enterprise, this is actually the model of the stage, of all the corridors and all the sets, how they were built on stage, I think number 9. Carbonite maneuver, Mr. Baylock, Uhura in her gold uniform, Matt's women, more promotional pictures, with again Spock and Kirk and the women. The Enemy Within, the famous episode with Kirk split in two. This is the famous sketch of the scene where Sulu hit with his phaser the rock to heat them up. The Man Trap with the famous Salt Vampire. Vulcan Has No Moon, Misuhura. The death of the final Salt Vampire. The Naked Time. All of them are really memorable scenes. Now Charlie X, the famous faceless woman. This is from the final scene. Now, Balance of Terror. This is the famous chart. Mark Leonard as the Romulan commander. The wonderful model of the Romulan ship. What are little girls made of? Large from the Addams Family. And Andrea. Kirk versus Kirk. Nurse Chapel. The costumes for the man and Andrea. Now this is Dagger of the Mind. Again, the wonderful matte painting, this time the slightly different version from the pilot version. Miri. Again, this is I think a promotional picture, not a frame from the finished episode. Just like this one. I think this one comes from the episode. A wonderful picture of the Enterprise around Earth. The Conscience of the King. Another really good episode. Galileo 7. Another great episode. And we get to some promotional material. And some merchandise. Now this is Court Martial. Another one of the wonderful matte paintings. But if you zoom too much, you can actually see the brush strokes. And the Menagerie parts 1 and 2. This is black and white, so probably it was not used in the finished episode. Probably some promotional picture. And this is a wonderful look at how it was filmed. On the left side you could see the live action element, and on the right side the final version. Goodbye to Jenny Strand, who was written out of the episode. This is Shore Leave. The Squire of Goathouse. General Trelane retired. Now this is the entrance to his castle, and this is the original sketch by Matt Jeffries. Arena, the famous Gorn. This is of course Vasquez Rocks. And this is what right now exists from the Gorn costume. The rest has fallen apart years ago. The alternative factor, another wonderful picture of the Enterprise. This was one of the weirder episodes and definitely one of the weaker episodes. Tomorrow is Yesterday, one of the better episodes. The Return of the Archons. A Taste of Armageddon. Another wonderful matte painting and a picture of the crew who was working on the 2006 remastered edition. Space Seed, one of the legendary episodes. Ricardo Montalban. The Enterprise again with the Botany Bay, and This Side of Paradise, the first Spock's love story. A unique picture of the bridge of the Enterprise, the Devil in the Dark, with another matte painting and a closer look at Horta. Errand of Mercy. And of course, The City on the Edge of Forever. With some more rare promotional pictures. At least rare to me, maybe you have seen them anywhere else. And the final episode, Operation Annihilate. Again, two Kirks in one picture. There was the picture from the deleted scene, and again some merchandise and a book. Some commercials. Okay, that's enough for this part. Next week I will cover the second season. If you like this video, hit that like button, and feel free to watch any of the previous videos you can find on my channel, and see you next week with part 2. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.